You know, it's just interesting out here because people tend to project their insecurities onto others so often. And when you don't receive that because you have certain boundaries in place and you know who you are, then you become a threat. And then they begin to think that you're arrogant and you're cocky, when it's like, no, you just have a deep knowing of who you are. You have a knowing of who you serve. And because you know those two major things, you know that nothing that anyone else says matters. And you know that no situation is insurmountable for you. Everything is possible for you to overcome. It's just about trusting in God's time, in his process, and in his plan. But you don't have to go before him. You don't have to try to rush things, nor do you have to stress things, because stressing things does nothing for you. Just like the good words say, why should you worry about what you should wear, what you should eat? Why are you worried about tomorrow when today has its own problems? Focus on right now. Focus on right now. You don't have to stress about all these other things, because at the appropriate time, those problems will be solved. It's just not time for that right now. Today has its own worry, and that's what you need to focus on, is today. Why stress yourself about stuff about that you can't control? And then it's like, when you look back at the track record of your life, hasn't everything end up working itself out? Everything has worked out. And that's what you got to remember. And I think sometimes we tend to forget that I was stressing about this months ago, and then look, that problem, God came through for that. If he came through for that, and if he been coming through for the stuff for the past 30 years of your life, or however old you are, I'm 31 years he been taking care of stuff. Why I gotta start worrying now? Why stress now? He been standing up for me. He been taking care of everything I need. He been providing for me. He been protecting me. Why start worrying now? You know, that's what faith comes in at. You know, you just got to understand that the God you serve, nothing is too much for him. And sometimes he's allowing you to go through certain things because it's to build your character. It's to build your strength. It's to build your trust in him, to know that he is the way maker. Nothing is too much for me, is what he says. What is that? I think that might be in Isaiah or something, or Jeremiah, one of them. Nothing is anything too much for me? No, it's not. The one who created this whole entire world we live in, the one who gave mankind the tools and resources they need to build this place up, is anything too much for me? He knows everything that we're going to need on this earth, because he put everything in us. He created the earth, and he created us to have the skills that we need here. So why would we be stressing about certain things like that? He knows exactly what we need. He knows exactly what we want. He knows what we don't need, even though we think we need it. He knows exactly what we want, and he won't give certain things to us because he knows that it's going to destroy us if we get it before we're ready for it. A lot of people want things before they're ready for it. And you know, sometimes you think you're ready for things, but you're not. You're not ready for that. You think you're ready for this relationship. You're not. You don't even know how to control your attitude. You don't even know how to communicate. You think you're supposed to give people the silent treatment because you're upset at them. You think you're supposed to just go off because you're mad at them because you didn't like what they did. You're not ready for that. You think you're ready for all this money, but you can't even manage your little paycheck that you're already getting. You don't know how to tell your kids no, or tell your partners or friends no. You don't have good boundaries. You don't know how to set good boundaries. You're a people pleaser. So why you think that you're gonna get all of this stuff when all you're gonna do is the blessing that God gives to you, gonna go overly give it? And he didn't tell you to give it to all these people. He didn't tell you to do all of that. Even for your kids, having boundaries with them too. A lot of us need to learn that. You be over consuming things, and then you get mad when they don't play with it and when they destroy it and this and that, but it's because you have done too much. So you got to know when to give and when to receive, and take some stuff back and just chill. So this is stuff that he want to teach you while you're waiting for your blessings.